Imagine the pain of being falsely accused, the anguish of being doubted by those who love you, the helplessness of having no way to prove your innocence. That was the test of Sayyida Aisha radiyallahu anha. When the slander spread, when the whispers surrounded her, when even the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam could say no more than, if you are innocent Aisha, Allah will vindicate you. She sat there broken. Her own father couldn't defend her. Her own mother had no words to console her. And in that moment, she turned away from the world and looked only to Allah. She repeated the words of Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam, فَصَبْرٌ جَمِيلٌ وَاللَّهُ الْمُسْتَعَانُ عَلَى مَا تَصِفُونَ. So patience is most fitting, and Allah alone is the one whose help is sought regarding what you describe. And in that moment of surrender, the sky opened, revelation descended, her innocence was declared by Allah Himself. When you feel cornered, He is your escape. When you feel burdened, He carries you through. When you feel alone, He never abandons you. The Prophet ﷺ taught us, when you seek help, seek it from Allah, because every other hand will fail you, but His never will. The greatest of believers still sought His help. Musa alayhi salam, standing at the edge of the Red Sea with an army behind him, said, Kalla inna ma'iya rabbi sayahdeen. No, indeed my Lord is with me and He will guide me. And Allah split the sea for him. Yunus alayhi salam, swallowed by darkness, the darkness of the sea, the darkness of the night, the darkness of the whale, and in the depths of the darkness he whispered, La ilaha illa anta subhanak inni kuntu min al-dhalimin. There is no God but you, glory be to you. Indeed, I was one of the wrongdoers. And Allah saved him from his despair. Ibrahim alayhi salam, thrown into a raging fire, he said, Hasbi Allahu wa ni'mal wakil. Allah is sufficient for me and He is the best disposer of affairs. And Allah made the fire cool and safe. You think you stand by your own strength? You think your success is because of your own efforts? You think you wake up every morning on your own? No. You are only here because Allah aids you. The Prophet ﷺ would say, Oh Allah, it is by you that I move, by you that I fight, and by you that I stand. Even your ability to pray at night, even your ability to fast, to give, to love, even your ability to turn back to Him, it is all because of Him, because of Allah. He is the one who aids you in every moment, even when you don't realize it. Every time you struggle, every time you call out, every time you say, Ya Allah, He responds. The Prophet ﷺ said, indeed, Allah is shy and generous. He feels shy when a servant raises his hands to Him to return them empty. No call goes unheard, no plea goes ignored, no request goes unanswered. There is no pain too heavy for Him. There is no grief too great for Him. There is no wound too deep for Him to heal. And when you can't carry anymore, Allah carries it for you. The Prophet ﷺ told us to say, Allahumma a'inni ala dhikrika wa shukrika wa husni ibadatik. Oh Allah, help me to remember You, help me to thank You, and help me to worship You beautifully. Because even in worshipping Him, we need His aid. When you feel like the world is against you, Allah is with you. When you feel like no one understands you, Allah does. When you feel like you can't go on, Allah carries you forward. The Prophet ﷺ said, whoever seeks refuge in Allah, Allah will be sufficient for him. So tell me, now that you know that when the world may turn its back on you, people may forget you, but Allah never will. Allah, how can He not be loved?